Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
The Chicago Sky just lost 103-86 to the Washington Mystics, another humiliating defeat. And this is the topic that nobody wants to discuss. Angel Reese scored 22 points and pulled down 13 rebounds in his 28 minutes of play. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? False. Even the commentators laughed at her performance, and the Sky was destroyed while she was on the court. Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen, two rookies with the Mystics, created history by being the first two players to score 20 points or more in a single game. Is Angel Reese genuinely making her team worse? That is the issue that everyone is asking. And what transpired during the live TV game that made Reese look foolish? Should you concur that Reese is making her team worse? So please stop commenting. Come on, let's go.
Let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Burn!
Let's be honest about something that has been glaring at us the entire season. Even though Angel Reese is able to amass as many double-doubles as she desires, the Chicago Sky continue to lose games in a humiliating manner. They are 6 games away from even sniffing the postseason with a dismal 7 wins and 19 defeats, which puts them in last place in playoff contention. You know what's even more absurd about this? The squad has lost 6 straight games, beginning even before Reese returned from her back injury.
6 for 16, shot 35%, 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. Right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
This catastrophe is aptly depicted in the Washington Mystics game. Reese increased her double-double streak to 11 games in a row with her 22 points and 13 rebounds. It sounds amazing until you realize that 103-86 completely wrecked the Sky. During the 28 minutes that their supposed hero was on the court, Chicago's defense utterly failed in a 17-point rout. The fact that the Mystics scored 52 points in the paint speaks much about how effectively Reese was leading that defense.
Okay, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A rebound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another play-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
This is the point at which Chicago and Reese in particular start to feel extremely embarrassed. Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen, two rookies from Washington, became the first rookie tandem in Mystics history to score 20 points or more in a single game, making WNBA history. Iriafen contributed 22 points and 10 rebounds, while Citron scored 28 points. On their home floor, these youngsters thoroughly outperformed the Sky veteran lineup, making them appear inexperienced.
Listen, man, Kiki Iriafen got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting, man. Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. In Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the league.
After the game, Coach Tyler Marsh especially criticized the squad for not being able to guard the paint, which is a clear jab at their interior defense. Reese only made 6 of 16 field goals and was given 5 fouls, which further reduced her effectiveness. When your team is being burned on the other end of the court, It doesn't matter if she made 10 of her 11 free shots.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core, that's probably the best duo, period. So, during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup personal.
In reality, the Sky scored 86 points, 9 higher than their 77 points per game season average. In this game, their offense wasn't the issue. The guys who should be leading the defense are directly to blame for the defense's total clumsiness. There is a big problem with your defensive system when your team concedes 103 points and lets rookies make history against you. All season long, this pattern has been constant. While the Sky continue to lose games, Reese consistently puts up respectable individual numbers. When the team is unable to win basketball games, her individual accomplishments are completely meaningless. It's getting harder to ignore the uncomfortable reality individual data make nothing but meaningless noise if the squad doesn't succeed. This leads us to an even more embarrassing incident that took place during the actual game.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
Are you curious about what true humiliation looks like? Imagine being made fun of with a too small gesture on live TV as the commentators pointed it out to the viewers at home. Angel Reese experienced precisely that in the first quarter when Shakira Austin of Washington scored on her and gave her the most heartbreaking insult of the season. Not only did Austin outplay Reese on the play, she ensured that everyone was aware of it.
Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, you, like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
Then, this was not your normal player trash talk. Austin's gesture was a clear indication that Reese's defensive prowess had been fully revealed on national television. The incident perfectly encapsulated Chicago's defense's shortcomings and Reese's incapacity to defend the rim when it counts. It was made even more awkward for someone who should be anchoring the Sky's interior defense when Austin worked Reese over on that play, and the commentators really called notice to the taunt.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me get real serious real quick.
What's worse than this, you know? Reese's reaction when she was controlled. She didn't improve her defensive energy or make any changes. Thus, she struggled all game long as Austin and her teammates broke up Chicago's defense. This play encapsulated the Sky's defensive issues and demonstrated why, in spite of Reese's individual numbers, they have been losing games all season. Contrast this with the way actual defensive anchors respond to these circumstances. Every night, players like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull take on formidable offensive players, yet they react calmly and skillfully. Because they genuinely understand how to play winning defense, they are not made fun of on live television. When difficulties occur, they increase their game rather than turning into the opposing team's highlights.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
There was more to Austin's taunt than just one play. It symbolized the entire match in which Chicago was utterly subjugated by Mystics players. The main reason for Citron's career-high 28 points was that the Sky was unable to mount a defense during the commotion. Both rookies outperformed the Sky's senior squad and made franchise history, but Erie's 22 points and 10 rebounds made this historic for all the wrong reasons for Chicago. This courtroom humiliation was only the start of what would become an awful week for Angel Reese. It should have been the lowest point ever to be humiliated on live television and worked over by Austin, yet oddly, it gets much messier. Reese was at the heart of every Chicago system flaw that was shown by the defensive collapse that gave Washington 103 points. An even more complicated off-court court drama involving a WNBA legend was built up by this on-court disgrace. However, the real fireworks on social media were just getting started.
All of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
You have two options when a three-time WNBA champion brands you a C-tier player. Either start a dispute on Twitter or prove them incorrect on the floor. Can you guess which one Angel Reese selected? On her new podcast, Post Moves, with Aaliyah Boston, Candace Parker revealed some shocking facts. Additionally, Reese's remark reveals all about her priorities.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
During her player tier list debate, Parker didn't mince words when she placed Reese and Cameron Brink in the C tier. She was very clear that this was frank basketball analysis rather than personal animosity. Parker said directly, "I in no way, shape, or form am a hater, but what player are you taking Angel Reese over those I just listed?" Angel Reese obviously isn't one of the players she was referring to who can truly carry teams and act as the main offensive options.
Being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Reese responded on social media with this cryptic statement rather than improving his play on the court. Clout is an extremely potent medication. It truly comes down to that. Give it some time to sink in. A 3-time champion and 2-time MVP is being accused by her of pursuing influence. This is coming from someone who regularly links herself to Caitlin Clark drama, hosts her own podcast, and generates weekly excitement on social media.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous, they always complaining. Always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. And well liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Uh-oh, Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Parker's evaluation centered on Reese's incapacity to lead a team to victory or serve as a main offensive option. Though she questioned Reese's overall effect in comparison to top players like Caitlin Clark, she complimented her offensive rebounding abilities.
Asia Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defense Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Napheesa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion, from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.
The really interesting aspect is that, despite basing her entire business on controversy and social media turmoil, Reese talks about someone else vying for influence. Parker provided accurate basketball analysis based on real performance data and team influence in addition to promoting her new podcast with Boston. Despite the criticism from Reese's supporters, Parker reaffirmed her position, stressing that she was offering frank analysis rather than hatred. She determined that Reese lacked in the areas that are most important to excellent basketball players after comparing her to other top players in the league.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
And yet again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided beef. The other side doesn't know that they're beefing, but as far as Angel Reese is concerned, as far as the Reese's Pieces are concerned, oh, it's beef and it is on site. The last one-sided beef, you guys know. This current one-sided beef started innocently when Candace Parker was asked to ranked players who were clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't like me.
While Angel Reese is occupied with fabricating stories and gathering meaningless statistics, actual WNBA players are demonstrating what influence at the championship level looks like. During her debut season, Caitlin Clark completely changed the Indiana Fever and turned her teammates into much better players. Once a laughingstock, the Fever are now a competitive squad that fans genuinely want to see. Furthermore, the change wasn't an accident. Do you know what's unique about Clark? She uplifts everyone in her vicinity without requiring continual praise or approval from social media. When playing with Clark, players like Lexi Hull improved greatly, becoming more assured shooters and more astute decision-makers on the court, while sharing the limelight with a rookie who might have ease within the court. Kelsey Mitchell shared the limelight with a rookie who might have easily claimed all the attention for herself, but she discovered fresh ways to contribute offensively. Eiley claimed all the attention for herself. Kelsey Mitchell discovered fresh ways to contribute offensively.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness. Look at...
Humiliated themselves on national television and accumulated meaningless statistics.
Angel Reese is the double-double queen. They got the brakes beat off of them last night by the Minnesota Lynx. Angel Reese's double-double, I think 11 points, 11 rebounds, was meaningless and insignificant.
Here's why 2025 looks so promising for teams that are composed of real team players rather than those who just fill out statistics. The league is coming to the realization that teamwork and chemistry produce greater basketball than individual feats encased in social media controversy. Instead of players who only improve their own box score, teams are concentrating on those that improve everyone. Parker's podcast co-host Aaliyah Boston exemplifies the winning basketball fundamentals that Reese is totally lacking in. Boston prioritizes team performance and creating a long-lasting relationship with the Fever organization. To remain relevant, she doesn't have to become involved in disputes or start arguments with well-respected veterans.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
When concentrating on team performance rather than personal brand development, real WNBA talent achieves amazing feats. Clark's first season shown that influence extends well beyond personal metrics. Her presence altered the Fever's collective style of play, mental approach to games, and season-long preparation. Watching real games rather than skimming through Twitter feeds makes the distinction between real celebrities and social media personalities more evident. One team establishes the groundwork for a championship, while the other increases its following and stirs up controversy. Fans are thrilled about Indiana because of this. Genuine talent always emerges at the top. Basketball players achieve long-term success that surpasses personal awards. The Chicago season has turned into the ideal illustration of how individual statistics that don't affect the team just lead to drama on social media and pointless noise. Double-doubles are meaningless when your club is unable to win games, as seen by their 7-win, 19-loss record, which places them second to worst in the league. Players like Caitlin Clark are laying the groundwork for championships and making the WNBA a truly thrilling sport to watch, while Angel Reese amasses rebounding records and engages in Twitter feuds with WNBA icons. Real basketball fans are aware of the distinction between winning basketball and stat padding, as well as between spectacle and substance. Please, if you agree that Ree is harming her team, please leave a remark. Turn on all notifications, like, and subscribe to ensure you don't miss anything. After you click the video on the screen, we'll talk in the next.